One of the biggest problems that you're probably facing right now when you actually want to start to read is you don't know what book you want to read. There are millions, if not billions, of pieces of literature out there. There's millions of books out there. You don't know what you want to read. You've wanted to read for years, but you're probably in the same position that I was 3 years ago. You don't know what to read. There's millions, billions of books out there. You just don't know what you want to read. And this can be very overwhelming and can really cause a lot of inaction. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to actually pick up your first book and find a book that you'll enjoy, that you'll love. I remember that was my problem when I first started reading. I just didn't know what book I actually wanted to read. There were so many. There was like fitness, there was mental health, there was social skills, there was finance books, there was political books, there was books about history, and there was books about about power and seduction. There's so many books out there. I didn't know which one to read. I didn't know where I wanted to start until I mastered this one thing. I honestly just sat down and I thought, what book do I actually, like, what skill do I actually want to learn? Like, what area of life do I have the least knowledge and I know the least? Like, what area of life is it? So then I started really thinking. I was like, well, okay. I find myself being very socially awkward. I can't really hold conversations with people. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make people laugh. I don't know how to make people like me. I don't know how to become a social confident guy. You know, that social confident guy who's just talking to people. He's very mellow. He's very confident. He knows what to say. He makes everybody like him. I was like, I wanted to be like that. So when I started to have that realization of, okay, what do I want to learn? Or when I started to realize what I wanted to learn, that was social skills. And it really narrowed down and put into perspective the kind of books that I actually wanted to pick up. So when I had the realization of, okay, this is what I want to learn. I want to learn social skills. I want to become better at being social. I looked it up. I literally went on Google and was like, best books for social skills. One of the first and top results, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It was great. I remember I bought that book off Amazon, shows up to my house. I open it. Immediately I was hooked. But why was I hooked? Reading that book was fun. Like, really, really fun. And it was fun because this was a skill that I really struggled with. That's something I really wanted to enjoy, something I really wanted to learn. So it became enjoyable. This book became enjoyable. I was having fun reading it because it was something that I had an in-depth sort of interest in. So I was glad I picked that book up, and I was glad that I started reading and learning social skills. So the problem is if you pick up some stupid book that you don't really care about, you're not really interested, but you read it because the guy on YouTube said, oh, start reading books and you'll become smart and successful. That's stupid. Because and I've done this before. I've picked up books that like I weren't really interested in, but I just was like, yeah, I'll just pick it up because whatever, right? I want to read something. That's stupid. That's so dumb. So you're not going to finish that book. I guarantee it. If you pick up a book that you're not interested in or you don't want to learn the knowledge in it, you're not going to finish it. Hell, you won't even finish half of it, I guarantee, because you're going to get bored and you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to want to learn it. Your brain is not going to absorb the knowledge that you're going to need to absorb. You're going to get bored. You're not going to finish it. So don't pick up a book. Don't go to your library. Don't go to Amazon, or don't go to like your bookstore and just grab a book and be like, well, I'm going to read it because, I was told to read it. It's like, no. Pick a book you actually want to learn and you're actually going to enjoy. So like I said, how do you do that? Well, find a skill, find an area in life, find something that you want to learn. Another example. Say, for example, you want to learn cooking. You want to learn how to cook. You want to make more home-cooked meals. Well, what would you do? You'd buy a cookbook. If I wanted to learn cooking, I wouldn't buy a book about like finance or something. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I want to cook, but I should read this book about finance because this one YouTuber recommended it to be successful. It's like, no, I have a passion for cooking. I want to cook. I want to get better at this skill. So I'm going to go pick up a damn cookbook. I'm going to pick up a book on how to cook certain meals. That's amazing, is it not? So you just need to find a skill or an area of life or a aspect that you feel weak on and that you want to improve and learn the knowledge from. That is how you find the best book ever. So kind of an actionable step, I guess, but start thinking as you don't have to do it like right now. You don't have to like spend like an hour doing this, but as of right now, start as you go throughout life, as you go throughout your day, your home chores, whatever. Start to actually think in your head, what is something I really want to learn? What is something that's interested me? What is something that's I'm passionate about? What is something that I want to actually do? For me, right now, I'll actually show you the book I'm reading right now. Get in there. It's called The Great Rat Race Escape by MJ DeMarco. I'll put it up there. It's probably going to be backwards. But yes, I want to learn how to start a business and I want to learn how to finance. I want to learn how to make money. And I'm not going to sit here and read another book like, I'm not going to read The 4-Hour Body by Tim, it's right here, but I'm not going to read The 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss. It's a fitness book. I'm not learning about fitness. I already know fitness. I read that book. I know fitness. I'm already in shape. I want to learn how to make more money and start a business. So I'm reading The Great Rat Race Escape by MJ DeMarco. But when I started 3 years ago, I wanted to learn better social skills. So I read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's all about what you actually want to learn and an aspect that you want to actually become successful in, or a skill or an area of life that you want to improve. So right now, as you walk around, go throughout life, just start thinking like what I actually want to learn. What am I interested in? What am I passionate about? What knowledge do I want to absorb? If you do that, you will be able to find the perfect book for you and you'll start reading in no time.